Here is this washing machine, Pyle. Even though it doesn't say anywhere Pyle, it just says pure clean. So here's the water inlet over there. It came with a little hose. Put it in here. Then you hope you have a little faucet where this fits onto. I do not have one. I have bigger faucets, so this for me is useless. I will be using a 5-gallon container, and I will see how much water goes in here. This is relatively large. I don't see a lint filter anywhere in here. And then there's this dry centrifuge. It's really small compared to this one. Then the water outlet is here. It's really short. It's about 18 inches or so. From this side. Let's see what's underneath here. So here is the cable. That's the underside. So the water outlet is by gravity. So you better make sure you have something under the washing machine that's taller than where the water will actually drain. This is the back side, and here on the back it does say that it's Pyle USA. Each side there's two nice handles here and on this side. So it's kind of easy to transport. Somewhat heavy though, but one person can certainly pick it up when it's empty, of course. In this laundry guide, they do not say how much water is supposed to go in here, just that the water level are supposed to be high, low, or high. So I have here a 5-gallon container, and we'll see how much I'll use. So when I will be programming this is the normal wash, this is the drain, and this is, I don't know what that is. And then here's the timer for the spinner. And here's the timer for the washer. When washing, it does say to place the wash load and detergent into the wash tub, and only then add the water. I will do it a different way. I will add the water, and then I will add the detergent so it's a little bit more foamy, and then I will add my clothing. I'm using about a teaspoon of detergent because I had another washing machine before that, and my experience was that these get really foamy, and then it's really hard to rinse, to use only one rinse to get the foam out of the clothing. So I don't want to use too much water because I will be using this in an RV. So this is why I'm using very, very little detergent. Okay, here it is, my 1 teaspoon of laundry detergent. This is in about 2.5 gallons of water. I'll fill it up a little bit more. So here are my 5 gallons of water and laundry detergent. And if you do it this way, that you wait for the clothing, then the laundry soap can nicely foam up, has the chance to foam up. And you can even try to foam it up some more by simply starting the machine. There you go. What I will do now is, I'll put my clothing in here. Okay, it's a hand towel. Whew. Second hand towel. Oh, that's shaking. Maybe there's too much water in there, I don't know. let me turn this off for now so that I can put more stuff in here. This is a shirt. Wow, I'm afraid this will fall down here. One shirt. This is a bigger shirt. And this is a t-shirt. So 2 long-sleeved ones and a t-shirt and 2 hand towels. Let's see what it will do now. It's lots of weight, and that's why it's so wobbly. Whew. There's lots of weight there, so I'm not sure I would leave this thing by itself doing the wash for 15 minutes. Maybe I should drain it a little bit off of the water. I drained just a little bit, not even half a gallon, and it's really rocking and rolling here. So I guess I'll be babysitting it for 15 minutes now. So I've noticed while the wash is still going, there's a little tiny bit of discharge of water there, even though this shouldn't happen. So I guess the solution is to either hook this drain hose back up to where it is, or where it was here, or make sure that it's draining somewhere safe. Washing it really good. It's a little bit temperamental and it sprays up, so better to keep it closed. Okay, the wash cycle is now done. There's still lots of suds there. So let's drain it now. Here. Here comes the water. And the next cycle will be the rinse cycle. And this is where it's important to not put too much laundry soap in it, because otherwise you will have even more suds, and you don't want that. Or you can do 5 rinse cycles. Okay, I poured in now my second 3 to 4 gallons of water in here. And when you do this for the rinse cycle, do not forget to turn off the drain cycle and put it back. Okay, the rinse cycle is done. There's still some suds there. That's all right. Put this in. Wow, that's heavy. Full of suds too. That's a lot of laundry in here. I'm very surprised that so much fits. Let's try it. Wow, it will work. Now I will put this on 5 minutes so it really spins all the water out, and it does. Okay, so I took this out now. This is pretty cool. Looks dry. Of course it's damp, but now I'll have to just hang it on a line and it will be dry in no time. Yes, of course it's wet, but it's great. Very good.
So far this washer and dryer has worked very well for me. If you live in an apartment building, it'll definitely be useful. I guarantee it. So far I'm putting in 3 of my work shirts. They're heavy duty work shirts. 2 underwears, and that should suffice. Now I gotta fill it up with water. There is a hose attachment there, but I don't have the right devices for that, so I just use a hose. Or you can use your faucet shower head. Just make sure to not have it on drain, it will just drain out, which it's doing right now. So I'm going to switch this from here to normal. You can put it on delicate, soft, but I don't see the need for it. I haven't had an issue at all. It takes a few minutes for it to fill up with water. And if it overflows, don't worry about it because there's a little device here where it drains out if you overflow it. Which is great because I've forgotten about it a few times. Alright, I only used about a tablespoon of water. Sorry, not of water. I only used a tablespoon of what do I use? Yeah, soap. Detergent. So only using a tablespoon of detergent is just enough for those. Yeah, show you. I only used a tablespoon of detergent. Don't do any more than that. So it's all closed. I still haven't taken off the stuff because, well, it doesn't no need to. And you can set it on up to 15 minutes or anytime you want. Alright, that load is done washing. Should do a rinse cycle. See how dirty it is. It does do a good job. Turn it to drain, and it'll be draining out. Alright, round 2 is done. Still pretty murky, still pretty crappy. I'm going to drain that. That should drain a good amount of the soap. Looks like it's coming out pretty clear. I'm taking out my shirt. It's still pretty wet. Putting it in the dryer side. Just make sure you take out this device, put it on top of your wet clothing so it can stay pushed down. You can do a large shirt, maybe 2 pairs of underwear in there. Probably do 2 large shirts. Again, if it's a little awkward, you might need to reorganize it because it starts to spin weird. Obviously, it needs to balance right. I always go for the max. So that's something you don't want to have happen, where it's shaking a lot like that. It's the weight of the items and also the positions of where you put the items in the dryer part. So it's a good idea to move around. See if you can equal out the weight. It's not causing the distribution to be incorrect. Again, nice little device to have. It's not super quiet, but it is quieter than some I've heard. And so that's much better. And I have it set for 5 minutes. So I've also heard people say that, oh, it won't fit a fitted sheet or it won't do a flat sheet. Well, I've got a queen size bed and I've got a flat, I don't know. I got a sheet here. And I put a little bit of soap on it already. About a tablespoon. And it fits in there just fine, right? Right. So, yeah. Works just fine for me. Got a flat sheet, queen size bed sheet in there and a pillowcase. And it's working just fine.
Dámelo, a ver.
Toma picture.
Ese no lo oxidado. Lo oxidado por abajo.
¿Video? ¿O sea ahora? Todo sucio. ¿No?
To show you the washing machine working. You can set the timer here for 15 minutes, and then if you want to do it longer, you just reset it. And then after it is done washing, then I will set it to drain here, and all this water will drain out of there into the cement area. And then you have to refill it again and put it on rinse. And then after you rinse it, you put it in here, and it spins. Well, it doesn't, you can't see it while it's on, but that's the spin cycle. And that works really, really well. So, anyhow, thought I'd show that to you.
So why do I love my washing machine? Because of this. And you're thinking, why are you showing us dirty water? Of course it's going to be dirty. Well, let me explain something to you. Everything that's in here was washed in one of the fancy, expensive washing machines before being put in here. And this just shows you how much dirt and disgustingness is still in your clothes. And this is just a rinse cycle. It's so gross.
This is my first time using the machine. I just set it up 10 minutes ago. My first load in, and as far as I can tell, everything's working beautifully, draining properly. The nurse that suggested the rinseroo is absolutely genius. You don't have to worry about any kind of adapter. This will fit everything. There are several different types. It does vibrate, obviously, because it has an agitator and it is a washing machine. I have it up in a bin because for me that's a perfect height. And I may have overfilled it just a tad because it is draining. Everything's working wonderfully so far. I'm very tickled. Thank you.
Ordered this unit just for convenient purposes. Live in a camper right now. However, upon getting the item, Box is in perfect shape. Don't see any damages to the box itself. Took the unit out, filled it up with water just to test it to make sure it would work. Spinner is working. Timers are working. The drain works. However, on the washing part, the spin was not engaging. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to send this one back and wait for the replacement to come in February 17th. Highly disappointing, but once you get the new unit, really test it and post a better review, hopefully.
Alright, here we go, about to drain it. Like its own little timer. Oh, flips right off. And obviously still water in here, so I have to actually hold the drain down. So that is mildly irritating.
That flips around the other way. Woo!